Hello students, welcome to SSC CGL Online YouTube live series. I am Dr. C.S. Vepa, Course Director in ACE Island Online. Today we are going to discuss one more topic in reasoning. That is directions and distances. Probably the moment you look at this particular compass picture, you remember all the childhood memories of identifying different directions and by playing with this compass. Now, we look at what is the significance of this particular topic with respect to our SSC CGL and other competitive examinations. Frequently asked model in all competitive examinations. That means if you start learning this topic today, you are going to pocket few marks, maybe one, maybe two, based on the number of questions in any competitive examination. For the next 1 hour, we are going to discuss the intricacies of this particular topic, how to approach the question and how to master so that you can score marks compulsorily. So frequently asked model, basically it is an easy concept. When I say easy concept, what is the meaning of that? That means if you follow the instructions the way they are given, you are bound to get accurate answer. There is no complication here unless otherwise the student complicates the entire concept. So there are different models, different concepts in reasoning, but I want to put this in easy category. If you ask me syllogism, if you ask me seating arrangement, yeah, they come under tough models. So if it is an easy model, you are supposed to score compulsorily mark here. For complicated models, tough models, no one knows how they are going to score. But if it is an easy model, you have to score to remain in the competition. Now, direct and combination with other concepts. Direct means the question is exclusively on directions and distances. Combination means it may be combined with some other concepts of reasoning. Both are possible and we can see different questions in different exams like this. Now, we need not prepare if it is a combination model. You know this direction and distances, you know that other topic, then you can easily answer the questions. Next one, group and individual questions. Individual means there will be only one question. Group means they give data, which is a slightly longer one, a big one. Basing on that, they may ask 2 or more than 2 also. And group questions are always interesting. Why? If you prepare one diagram, that is enough to pocket more than 1 mark. So we are going to learn how to approach these 2 types of questions. Next one, basically what they are trying to test the candidates with respect to direction, distances questions. The paper setters are interested to know whether the candidates have the ability to follow many instructions at one time. This is the gist of this particular topic. Every topic has some kind of significance and you are supposed to know it so that you can master it easily. If you miss it, then it looks like a difficult one. Now, can you follow many instructions in one time? At a time, if they are dumping so many instructions, will you be comfortable or not? Normally, there are some people who are very comfortable, even you give many instructions at a time. But majority candidates, or they feel, please, wait, one by one. They are comfortable in processing the instruction one at a time. So the concept of direction and distances is going to check whether the candidates have the ability to take up many instructions at a time. How it is going to be reflected, shortly we are going to see when we start solving the questions. Now, Basically, they are also going to test whether you are good in spatial visualization. That means, can you visualize space? Go straight, take right, after that take left. If there are instructions like this, can you visualize it? If you can visualize, you can get the answer very easily. If you are good already, that's fine. Otherwise, you just follow my lecture. You will be able to get that ability to visualize the space. Okay? It's very easy. Don't worry about the word is sounding heavily. No. Just whether you can visualize the space or not. Next one, we try to see the basics of this particular concept. Terms. What terms normally they use in this topic? They use the four directions: north, east, south, west. You know them. Then in addition to that, we have four more directions. What are they? Northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest, etc. So this is north. Okay, one second. Let me activate it. This is north. This is south. It is clear? Out of four directions, north, east, south, west, what are the most two important directions? Can you think? What could be the answer? Is it north and east? Is it east and west? Is it south and west? Is it east and south? Is it north and south? What are the two major directions? They are north and south, right? Then we have east and west. And why do I consider north and south are the basic one? You know, earth, north pole, south pole is fine. East, normally, how do you define? The direction in which sun rises. If you observe carefully, sun will not rise throughout the year at the exact point. It will be like small range. In a year, different months, you can see there is a movement in that exact direction in which sun is going to rise. You can check it for 1 or 2 months, then you will understand it. Okay? So, north, east, south, west, this is what we are familiar with. Always remember this plus mark. Okay? North, east, south, west, you are very clear about it. In between north and east, we have something known as northeast. Why can't we call it as east-north? You can, but what is the custom? What is the normal procedure? As north is dominant one, they call it as northeast. Similarly, between north and west, now you can guess, it is northwest. Then what about east and south? The direction between them. We can call it as east-south. No. We call it as southeast because south is dominant one. Here, southwest. Chalo, if you know these 8 directions, already you are ready to solve the questions. Okay, these are the 8 directions which are useful to us in solving the questions in competitive examinations. Just you have to remember north, south, then we have derived east and west, then between north and east, northeast, like that, we have identified all 8 directions. Okay? This is the grammar, this is the alphabet of this particular topic. If you are clear with this, then you are ready to move ahead. Then what about these degrees? 45 degree, 90 degree, 135 degree, 180 degree. All of you are familiar with these kind of angles. Now, it is there, if I am taking a right turn, and what is the angle here? The angle here, by default, we consider it as 90 degrees. Whenever we say right turn, it is 90 degree right turn. That is the default value, right? Even though it is not mentioned like 90 degrees, if it is right turn, left turn, we consider it as 90 degrees. That is the default value. Now, any turn which is less than 90 degrees, we consider that as 45 degrees. Any angle less than 90 degrees, we consider it as 45 degrees for this particular chapter. Right? Similarly, if the angle is more than 90, less than 180, we consider that as 135 degrees. How much? 135. So someone is starting from south, is going to north, and then he took turn here. So this is more than 90, this is more than 90, more than 90, more than 90, but less than 180. Any angle which is more than 90 but less than 180, we consider for all practical purposes 135. Now straight line, it is 180, you know that. So with respect to this particular chapter, 45 means less than 90. Above 90, less than 180, we consider it as 135. This is what you have to accept it. And we solve the questions keeping this in mind. Fine? Right turn, left turn. Right means to the person who is on the move. Suppose you are walking on the road. Now I am walking like this. This is my right hand. If I turn like this, this is right turn. Always you have to evaluate the meaning of right and left with respect to the person who is moving. Not with respect to you. You are sitting in the examination hall, you are solving the question. It is not about your right or left. It is about the person who is walking, who is running, whatever it is, that whatever may be the case. With respect to the person who is in the move, you need to understand right means his right, left means his left. This is one fundamental thing you should always keep in mind. I said the purpose is to check whether you can take many instructions or not at a time. Now you start solving these questions, you will see there is an improvement in your ability to take instructions. Okay? Next one, again we see the basics, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Now clockwise, all of you know, if the movement is like this is clockwise, and opposite of it, this will be anti-clockwise. These are very normal terms. Okay? When someone is coming from, this is north, this is south, east and west. If someone is coming from west to like this, we consider it as, oh, it is an anti-clockwise movement. Otherwise, if we are coming east to west, we consider it as, yeah, it is a clockwise movement. Meter, kilometer. We have to understand the distance is measured in meters, kilometers, and these two are enough for our examination. Your answer must use the units which are used in the question. If it is meter, your answer also will be in meter. If they are using kilometer, your answer also must be in kilometer. Sometimes they may play with m for meter, km for kilometer. Okay, so be careful. What is the exact answer? Is it coming in meter or kilometer? You will be getting it by solving it and exactly represent the same unit in your answer. Then shadow and sun. Sometimes there will be questions with respect to shadow. When can you experience shadow? Suppose in a morning you are standing opposite to sun. When you are standing opposite to sun, it means you are facing east direction. When you are facing east direction, sun is rising, your shadow will be casted behind you. That means towards west. Similarly, if you are standing during the setting sun, sun will be setting in the west and you are facing west, your shadow will be casted on your back towards east direction. Is it clear? And in the morning, sun is rising and sun is to your right side. Then where do you experience the shadow? Sun is this direction, shadow will be in exactly opposite direction. It will be on the west, and where is west with respect to the person? If this is right, this must be west, left. So the paper setter would like to confuse you with this kind of jargon, but be careful. If source of light is in one direction, the shadow will be in the opposite direction. This is what, if you can remember, more than enough. Next one, we see some more basics. What is Pythagoras theorem? I am not here to teach you mathematics, but let me tell you the simple thing. This is a right angle triangle. Okay, this is 3, this is 4. What is this? This is A, this is B, this is C. Then what is BC? You know that, right? 3 square plus 4 square, that is 25, and root of 25, this is going to be 5. All of you are aware of this Pythagoras theorem. Now, is it necessary for us to solve the questions in reasoning, that too direction? Yes. Sometimes they are going to ask you questions related to Pythagoras theorem. But nothing to worry. They have very limited questions in this particular section. What do I mean by limited? They are going to give only these triples. That means the question will have 3, 4, 5 or 5, 12, 13 or 7, 24, 25 or 8, 15, 17. That's all. They don't go beyond that. So if you can identify these 4 sets, if you can remember these 4 sets, that is more than enough. You see, I'm simplifying your job. You just note down these triples, that's enough. Okay? It is enough. They cannot go beyond that. All right? Relative. This is very, very important. If I am standing here, to my right side someone is standing. Then where is that someone to my right side? Where I will be with respect to that person? I will be on his left side. This is the meaning of relative position. Suppose someone is standing in front of me. He is in front of me, my right becomes his left becomes my right, and my left becomes his right is my left. So whenever there are two people, with respect to them, who is in which direction, who is in which position, that you have to carefully observe. The paper setter nicely gives some instructions, some data, and he asks something which you did not expect. So be careful. If you read the instructions carefully, you are bound to get the exact answer. That is why I consider this chapter as easy chapter. You can solve the questions. Now, visualization is going to help you. Visualization means even you close your eyes, you should be able to understand and follow the instructions. It is easy, don't worry. I will tell you how to do that. Okay, then what are the steps in solving the questions? Basics are over. Now we are coming how to solve the question. Now follow the instructions in the same order, one at a time. You have to read and represent it on the paper. Then move ahead, represent on the paper. Then continue to move, represent, but represent one instruction at a time. Till you become expert, this is the strategy you are supposed to follow. If there are 7 steps in solving a question, that means for a particular question, if you make one mistake, anywhere, in any of these 7 steps, you are gone. Because of the simple nature, easy nature of these questions, you are supposed to be very careful at every step. Don't relax yourself. Okay? So one at a time, this is the point you have to keep in mind. And how to do that practically, I am shortly going to explain you by taking up some questions. Be clear about the direction at the starting point. This is very, very important. If it is given someone is moving towards north, from which direction? Is he from south? Is he right now in the east or west? If that is not clear, everything will go wrong. Right? Then be attentive while taking turns. Whenever the right turn or left turn, you have to be careful. One mistake enough to kill your opportunities. So, we learn how to be careful at every step. Then draw the lines in proportion to the distance covered. If it is given someone is moving towards east from west 10 meters. After that he took right turn and moved 5 kilometers. Now 5 should be approximately half of this 10. Approximately. We cannot draw to the scale. We are not using any scale system here. But approximately you need to draw half of it. Otherwise, you may end up with wrong diagram. Okay? Approximately, you follow the proportion. This is 10, this is 5. If this is 15, this line must be little longer than this one. Like that, initially you draw one line, from that you try to follow in a proportionate way. And be the person in the question. One more big clue in solving the questions in direction is always you try to be part of the question. If you are part of the question, you have a fair chance of getting the answer correctly. That means Mr. Ram is moving towards east. You be the Ram. You feel that you are moving. Then you are able to understand clearly what is the meaning of right turn, what is the meaning of left turn, and you are going to get the correct answer. Okay? So be the person in the question. You have to be part of it. Then you can see the magic. Okay. Turn the paper for better convenience. This I will explain when we solve the questions. Right? In the examination hall, can you get up and walk? Like, as I said, someone is moving from east to west. Now, you have to be the person. Can you get up and walk in the examination hall? No, you cannot. As you cannot walk, you can turn the paper. By doing that, you are going to get accurate answer. Because if you align the direction of movement with your sitting posture, you are going to be perfect whenever you take turns. Again, I'll explain this when we solve the question. Sample questions. How do they ask questions? Okay, finally, who is facing which direction? How much distance is covered? What is the shortest distance? How many turns he took? Something like that. These are very simple questions. Once you convert the data that is there in the question on paper in the form of a diagram, let them ask any question. You are in a comfortable position to answer each one of it. Okay, next one, practice. Yeah, now you have to tell me the answer. Facing east, traveled distance, some distance, took right turn, now facing what? Now I express, someone is facing east. That means right now he is at which place? Is he at the north? Is he at the south? Is he at the west? How to understand? So, one more point here. By default, you need to understand if someone is facing east and traveled some distance means he is moving towards east. East is here because you remember this: north, east, south and west. So we understand that he is in the west. From west he is moving towards east. That is the concept. That is the default value. That is how we have to interrupt. If someone is moving towards north, means what is the default value? From south he is moving towards north. Someone is moving towards south means from north he is coming to south. Okay? So don't expect that someone is coming towards south means he is coming from north only. If the paper setter wants you to understand that someone is coming to south direction from east, he will mention. If he is not mentioning anything like that, you need to just take the opposite direction. Someone is coming towards south means he started from north and coming to south. That's all. So there is no confusion here. Got it? So now onwards, if there is no specific mention about the direction at which the person has started, we always take the opposite one. Now, someone is facing east and traveled some distance, means from west he is moving towards east. Then what happened? Traveled some distance, took right turn. When someone is coming from west to east, took right turn. Right turn means is it towards south or is it towards north? You may have some doubt. Yes or no? Now understand, someone is started here, slowly moving. When he is moving like this, in which direction right is going to be? You be the person in the question. When you are moving from here to here, you know that this is the meaning of right. So he took right turn here. Got it? Now align yourself with the direction of movement. When he started here and moving like this, now I am aligning myself with the line. Now where is my right? This is the right. So you can easily understand this is the meaning of right turn. If you want, you can make it more theoretical. You can write down also. If someone is moving from west to east, right turn means south, left turn means north. You can take notes like that also. But it is not necessary when you experience, when you are part of the question. When you understand, you are moving from here to here, you understand this is the meaning of right and this is the meaning of left. Okay? Now tell me, now facing which direction? South. Facing east, traveled some distance, took left turn. So from here to here, then left turn. Left turn means now he is facing which direction? North. Next one, facing north, traveled some distance, took left turn. Facing north like this, traveled some distance, took left turn. When someone is moving like this, now I am aligning myself with this line. All of you can see, I am aligning myself. Then this is my right, this is my left. Now, facing north, traveled some distance, took left turn means this side. Now he is moving in which direction? West. So simple. Now, as I am teaching you and I am able to move, I am able to align myself in the direction of movement comfortably. But in the examination, you cannot do that. So, what I am suggesting, you are working on rough paper, instead of you getting up and aligning yourself, you turn the paper in such a way that always direction of movement is aligned with your sitting posture. I repeat, always align the direction of movement with your sitting posture. If you align like that, your right is the meaning of the right turn there, your left is the meaning of left there. This is the shortcut. You start working on it. You are going to experience, wow, you can easily solve this question. Next one, facing west, traveled some distance. So facing west, traveled some distance and took right turn. When someone is coming from this direction, east to west, now I aligned myself, then what is the turn? Right turn. So right with this side, so he'll be moving towards north. Obviously, it is funny. And you are going to get accuracy also. Chalo, next one, facing south, traveled some, facing south, okay, traveled some distance, took right turn. Now he is coming from north to south, so I have to align myself like this, north to south. Then right or left, took right turn, so this is that means this is the direction. Next, traveled some distance, took left turn, so this is the movement now. Now here, traveled some distance and took what? Left turn. Aligned myself, this is the left, so here. Then, facing what? South direction. Next one, facing west, then traveled some distance, took right turn. then traveled some distance, took right turn. Now he is facing what? East direction. Now observe carefully here. Previous example only one turn, now there are two turns. This one, facing south, traveled some distance, took right turn, traveled some distance, took left turn. One is right, the other one is left. Both are different. Then finally is whatever direction he started, he is in the same direction. Look at the second one. It is facing where, traveled some distance, took right turn, traveled some distance, and again right turn. Right, right. Now all of you understand this is something like, we call it as U-turn. When you are driving, you take U-turn. But right and again right, that is U-turn. That means you started traveling in this direction, but finally you are ending up with the opposite direction. Similarly, left and left, U-turn. Right and right, U-turn. U-turn means opposite direction. Now here one is right, the other one is left. You are going to end up with the same direction. Like this, if you start observing, it becomes more playful to answer the questions in the examination. Okay? Facing north, traveled some distance. Facing north, traveled some distance. Took left turn, traveled some distance, then took left turn. Left and left, U-turn. Basics are over, concepts are over. Now we are going to take up the questions. This is how the question is going to appear in the examination. Yeah, please read the question carefully, right? Ratnakar, whether Ratnakar or Ratnavelu or whatever the name, it doesn't matter for us. Okay? Someone travels 8 kilometers towards south. Stop. Don't read further. Why? I told you one instruction at a time. So the moment you got one instruction, represent that here in the form of diagram. Then only you can move to the next instruction. So Ratnakar traveled 8 kilometers towards south. That means somewhere he started from the north and this is towards south 8 number. Then he turns to the right. When someone is coming from north to south, right turn. Now I aligned myself. So this is the right turn. Okay, right, how many? To the right and walks for 4 kilometers. So this is 8. 4 must be approximately half of 8. This line must be approximately half of this line. 4 is exactly half of 8. Next, this person is in this direction. Okay, always directional movement becomes the critical point. Next, what happened? Then again he turns to his right. So when someone is moving from east to west, right means north. So how many? 8. Now you can understand. 90 degrees, 8 and 8, they are the same level. Okay? He is facing which direction now? Now he is facing which direction? So easy. Always remember this plus symbol. North, east, south, west. So the answer is north. Choice number 3. Okay? Once diagram is clear, questions are not difficult. Representing the data in the form of diagram is the real solving the question. That is the real effort. That is the hard work you have to do. After this diagram, anyone, even children, can also answer this question if there is diagram like this. Okay? Comfortable? Let us move to the next question. Vamsi, fine, hi Vamsi, walk to 5 meters towards north. We are interested in bit by bit, one by one, one by one. What is the direction and how much distance? That is the only thing we have to focus. So Vamsi walked 5 meters towards north, means from south he started moving towards north. How many? 5. Then took a left turn and walked 7 meters. When someone is coming from south to north, This is the alignment, and he took all, what is that? Left turn. Left means this side, how many? 7. 7 must be longer than 5. So this is 7. Like this, bit by bit, instruction by instruction, we are going to represent. Okay, fine. He took a left turn again and walked 8 meters. So when someone is in this movement from east to west, then left means this side, and this time how much distance he traveled? 8. So left 8 must be longer than the 5. Okay, so we represent it. Find 8 meters before taking a left turn and walking 7 meters. What is the meaning of this? You have to be a bit careful in following the language. Otherwise, paper setter aaram se is going to mislead you. He is meant for that. Okay, why should they give easy course in the examination? It's a competitive examination. They try to confuse you. So it is your responsibility to protect yourself. Okay, let us understand. Whenever you are stuck up, whenever you think it is a bit confusing, ask yourself, what happened first? After that, what happened? This is the only mantra that you have to follow for coming out of confusion. Right? Now, walked 80 meters before taking, that means first he completed this. After this, what he did? He took a left turn and walked 7 meters. So when someone is coming from north to south, this is the left turn, and how many? 7. You keep on following the figures. 5, 7, 8, and again 7. This is 7, this is 7. Now it looks like a bit of rectangle, right? Then he took a final left turn and walked 7 meters before stopping. Now from here 7, this line, if you continue like this, this is going to touch here. Because 90 degrees, 7, 7. In rectangle, opposite sides are always equal. You know that, right? But this is 5 means he started somewhere here. This is the starting point. Now he came up to this, then he took left turn and walked how many? 7. From here to here, what is the length? 8. Because this is 8, this also should be 8. That means 1 less. So from here to here, what is the distance he covered? 7. This is the only critical part in this area. Alright? So we are able to draw the diagram correctly. So before taking, after, you have to be a bit careful there. Ask yourself what happened first. Then you will get the clarity. Find what is the question. How far is Vamsi from the starting point? This is the starting point, and where is he now? So this distance is what? That is the question. Try to be a bit logical, you are able to get it. This is 8, so from here to here, this will be 8. Out of this, from here to here, it is 7. That means this must be 1, the small part. From here, starting point to this point, it is 5. But this is the ending point. So, from here to here, it is 5. That is the first instruction. Out of that, what should not be covered? 1 should not be covered. That means 5 minus 1, 4. That is the answer. So, it looks some complicated question, but it is quite simple. Finally, they are asking, do you know what is the value if you deduct 1 from 5? That is the simplest question. Okay? So, let us move to the next one. 3, 4. What does it mean? It is a group question. How many questions are there? 2 questions are there. That means, thank you, paper setter. Why? With one diagram, you can solve 2 questions. Okay, first, let us finish up the data, represent it in the diagram, then we go to the questions. P is to the north of Q. is here, north of Q, P is there. You have a lot of comfort when you follow the instruction as it is. P is to the north of Q. Then S is to the east of P. S is to the east of P. Comma, who is. That means, comma, who is means they are referring to P. Whenever you have comma, who is, you simply remove comma and who in your mind and read like P is to the south of W. P is to the south of W means W must be north of P. This is how you should able to interchange the position. I'll explain it with some other example. You take A and B. A is in the north of B. Then B is what? South of A. So if they tell you A is north of B, you can deduct from it B is south of A. Like that. C is towards east of B. Then where is B with respect to C? West. That is the simple concept. Common sense, right? Now you have to apply the same thing. P is to the south of W. P is already there in the picture. So we need to identify W. When P is south of W, W must be north of P. That is what we have to deduct. Paper setter is asking you only this much. Next one, T is to the west of P. T is to the west of P. Over. Instructions are over. Diagram is ready. Now let us see the question. Who among the following is towards northeast of Q? Northeast of Q. So Q is the base. Q is the person. Q is the referral point. If Q is here, I'd visualize a diagram like this. Plus. What is this? This is north. This is east. This is south. And this is west. Now, with respect to who among the following is toward northeast of Q. Q is here, north is here, east is here. So this direction is what? Northeast. So who is there in the northeast? That's it. It is evident from the diagram. Yes is the answer. Okay? So once the diagram is ready, you are bound to get the answer. Now let us see one more question basing on the same data. W is in which direction with respect to T? With respect to T means T is the referral point. Where is T? T is here. And where is W? W is here. W is here. So what is the direction? Northeast. Northeast. North means perfect straight line. East means perfect 90. In between, we call it as northeast only. So, northeast is when perfect north, perfect east, perfect south, perfect west. Anything in between, we refer to the respective direction. If it is between north and east, we call it a northeast. If it is between south and east, we call it a southeast. Okay? Fine, we go to question number 5 and 6. Again, there are two questions. So, thanks, paper setter. Mahesh, who is standing at point D. So, we need a referral point D. Then, walks 11 meters towards south. Okay. This is 11. And reaches point E. Point E is here. Next one. He then takes left turn. He is coming like this from north to south. Left turn. How many? Walk 7. So this is 7. He then takes a left turn. When someone is walking like this, left turn. How many? Walks 5. This is 11, this is 5. So approximately half of it. Reaches point F. So this is F. Point R is 18 meters to the east of point F. F is here, east. How much? It is 18. Then what is there? R. This is R. Point S is 6 meters to the north of point R. Point R is the reference point. North, how many? 6. This is point S. Now keep on looking at the numbers. Obviously, they are paper setter gives a question, so in such a way that students or candidates are going to solve it. He doesn't want to create a question which cannot be solved. So he always gives clues also. 11, 7, 5, 6. 5, 6, same direction. That means this is going to match with this 11. That means both will be at the same level. Clear? Now let us look at the questions. Question number 5. In which direction is point R with respect to point D? With respect to, that is the referral point. So always go to the referral point. With respect to D, D is here. Then where is, which one? R. So D is here, R is here. Now, is it towards east? No. Is it towards south? No. It is in between. If it is in between, what it is? Southeast. So, southeast is the answer. Is it clear? So simple. Once diagram is there, you can solve the questions easily. So, next one. How far and in which direction is point S with respect to point D? Again, point D is the referral point. With respect to D, which point? Yes, S is here. So, S is in which direction? With respect to D. D is here. S is in which direction? East. Then, how far? What is the distance? They did not give directly, but we had to calculate. If you calculate, then look here. This is 7, this is 18. So this is 7, this is 18. 7 plus 18 is how much? 25. 25 towards east. Choice number 5 is the answer. Is it clear? Now they are asking direction as well as distance. Both we can handle it. Is it clear? Now we take a short break and I'll be back soon. Okay? Then we are going to learn some more interesting questions. Okay, see you back. Bye-bye. Welcome back. So far, we have discussed the concepts and also we solved few questions related to the topic directions and distances. Now let us go to question number 7. A person starts walking from his home towards his friend's place. Very long sentence. A person starts walking from his home towards his friend's house. Which direction? Because we want direction, we want the distance. Did this sentence, is it talking about it? No. But it gives an idea there is a movement. That's what you have to take it. We cannot represent. We need some more data to represent. Okay, he walks 25 meters towards west. Now we got the data. So west means he started from his place in the east. Now west, 25 meters. Well, then he takes a 90-degree right turn. 90-degree is, whether he specifies or not, we know that right turn means 90 degrees. When he is moving like that, this is right turn. How much? And walks 20 meters. This is 25, so this must be 20. Then he again takes 90-degree right turn. When someone is walking like this, this is 90 degree. But how much? And walks for 10 meters. 10 must be off of this one. He then walks for another 10 meters after taking 90-degree left turn. So you should, I told you, you should keep on asking, what happened first? First he walked or then he took turn? The sentence is very clear. He again takes 90-degree right turn and walks for 10 meters. He then walks for another 10 meters after taking 90-degree left turn. So from here left turn, then 10. That is the thing. Turning 90 degree towards his right. So when someone is walking like this, 90 degree towards right, then how much? 15. This is 15. 15. Now, keep a track of the distance. 25, 10, 15. Yeah, both will be in the same line. How far and in which direction is friend's place from his home? This is the starting point. This is the ending point. So, what is the direction? Where is the ending point with respect to the starting point? North. So, that is clear. Then, how far? Now, we need to calculate what is this distance. That means 20 here, 10 here. If you add these two, this is going to be equal to this. 20 plus 10, that is 30. So, 30 towards what? East, 30 towards north. This is the answer. Okay? North and 30. Simple addition problems. Next one. Maheshwari walks 10 kilometers towards north. Okay? So, this is north, this is 10. Then walks 6 kilometers south. Hey, what is this? She walked for 10 kilometers. Let us draw a longer line. So, this is 10. So, this is the starting point. She moved towards north for 10. Then what happened? 6 kilometers south. Clearly mentioned south. That means she went up to this place. Then again she started coming back. To what extent she has come back? 6 kilometers. So let us say. So this is 6. From here to here it is 10. She went and she returned and she stopped here. Something azib, unique. Fine. Whatever paper setter says, we are going to follow it. Next one, what? Again she walks 3 kilometers towards east. She started here, went up to this, she came back, now she is here. Now she started moving toward east. East is this side. How much distance? 3. So this is 3. What is the shortest distance is she now from the original position, that is starting point. So what is this position? This is the final or ending point. Where is this ending point? From the starting point. Shortest distance means straight line. Now, if you look at this particular question, you are able to apply, you got the opportunity to apply the Pythagoras theorem. From here to here 10, out of this here to here is 6, that means it must be 4. If this is 3, this is 4, this must be what? 5. Simple. The first combination 3, 4, 5. So what is the answer? 5 kilometer, but which direction? From starting point we have to see ending point. So this is the referral point. From here you can see northeast. 5 kilometers northeast is the answer. No need of getting confused. Follow the instruction one by one, you are able to get the answer. With a little practice you can be quick. That is the only thing going to happen for your benefit. Now question number 9. You can read that. Point A is 30 meters to the south of point B. Represent it. So point A 30 meters to south of B. So B is there, south of B, A is there, and what is the distance? 30. Next one. Point A 30 meters to south of point B. Point C is 20 meters to the east of point A. A is here, east is here, and this is 20, and you have point C. Point D is 15 meters to the south of point C. C is here, point D is south, then what is the distance? 15. Point D is exactly midway between points E and F. Then it can be possible like this, EDF or FDE. Anything is possible. Whenever different combinations are coming, you need to understand paper setter he wants you to create some confusion. And he himself will remove the confusion by providing another clue in the successive instructions. So the job you have is to wait for the clue which can clarify this confusion. Out of 2 combinations, 1 combination is going to be identified as correct one, but you need to wait. So between E and F in such a manner that point EDF form a horizontal straight line of 40 meters. D is in the middle, total length is 40, that means this should be 20 and this should be 20. 20 plus 20, 40, D is exactly in the middle. Now, point E is to the west of point D. D is here, west is here, E must be here. If E is here, F must be here. So it is EDF that is confirmed, it is not FDE. You see, if you know that there are 2 possibilities, the paper setter has to give clarity about what is the right combination. Okay, how far and in which direction is point E from point B? From point B, this is the referral point. Where is E? Now understand, this is 30 A, then 20, 15, 20. 20, 20, 2 right angles, though it must be 15. This is going to create one rectangle. In rectangle, opposite sides are equal. You know that. So 30 plus 15, it is 45. So where is E with respect to B? 45 meters. And which direction? E is towards south of B. That is what you need to pick up. 45 meters towards south. That is the answer. Okay. Fine. Is it clear? We see some more questions. Questions are long, they look long, but when you start solving, you can solve it within no time, right? Okay, question number 10, point B is 7 meters to the north of point A. So this is A and this is B. Point B is 7 meters to the north of point A. Rakesh moves 9 meters towards east from the starting point A. So this is the starting point. He moves towards which direction? East, and that is 9. Right turn and walks 2 meters When he is moving like this is right turn 2 meters, and then what? Then takes a left turn. When someone is coming from north to south, this is right, okay, this is left. So he takes left turn and moves 1 meter. This is 1. And finally he takes a left turn and moves 9 meters. So this is, he is moving from west to east. This is the left turn and 9. Okay. Now how far and in which direction is Rakesh from point B? He started moving like this, and finally this is the ending point. Where is Rakesh? This is 7, this is 2, 7 plus 2, 9. So this is going to be a perfect rectangle. That means where is Rakesh now with respect to B? Because B is the reference point. B is here. This is towards east, perfect east, right? So towards east, and how much distance? This is 9 and this is 1. 9 plus 1, this is going to be 10. So 10 towards east is the answer. Do you have that answer? Choice number 4 is the answer. Okay? So never worry about the size of the question. You are able to solve it comfortably. Question number 11 and 12, there are 2 questions. Thanks to paper set. Meenakshi starts from point A, walks 15 meters to the east. So this is point A, and towards east, then this is 15. And reaches point B. So this is point B. Next. She then takes left turn. When someone is moving from west to east, left turn, and walks 4 meters. So this is left and this is 4. She finally takes a right turn and walks 5 meters. She takes a right turn and walks for 5 and stops there. Then at point D, so this is point D. And there is one more character, Reena, who is standing at point Z. Point Z, where is point Z? We know A, B and D. So paper setter will explain, wait. So standing at point Z, which is 7 meters to the south of point B. B is here, south is here, this is 7, and you have Z here. Got it? Okay. Then south of point B, walks 9 meters towards, Reena is here initially. This is the position where she is there. Then what happened? She walks 9 meters towards west. Clearly they mentioned the direction. So for all, if you look at the entire picture, now for Z, this will be the west. So how many kilometers? It is 9. And takes a right turn and walks 11 meters. Now when someone is coming from east to west, this is the right and 11. This is 7 only, you know that. This is 7, this is 4, 7 plus 4, it must be 11. So it must match with this line. So this is 11. And takes a, and stops at point Y. This is point Y. Okay, the diagram is ready. Now let us see the questions. How far and in which direction is point Y with respect to point D? D is the reference point. D is here. Now this is 11, 7 plus 4, 11. So this is going to be the straight line. That means with respect to D, where is Y? West. Perfect west. So it is west is 1. Then how far? This is 5. Now if you see this as a rectangle, this is 9. This is also going to be 9. 5 plus 9, it must be 14. So 14 meters towards west. Choice number 1 is the answer. Okay? So they try to make it what you call round and round, complicated, crossing the line, but don't worry, always stick to basics. And proportionate drawings is going to save you a lot. Okay? Now, one more question on the same data. If Meenakshi walks, if means they are putting one condition. That means in the statement, whatever they have given some condition, in addition to that, only for this particular question, they are giving a new condition. That is what you need to understand. If Meenakshi walks 11 meters towards south from point D, okay, this is the point D. If she walks 11 meters towards south, then she will come here, because from here to here it is 11, 7 plus 4, 11, so she will be on this line. Okay, fine. If she walks like this, then in which direction will she have to walk in order to reach point Z? So from here, 11 she walked down towards south. Now she is here. From here, if she has to go to point Z, in which direction she has to walk? From here, where is Z? Z is toward west of this particular point. That means west is the answer. Fine. So do you have that? In order to reach point Z, west is the answer. Choice number 3 is the answer. Okay. Question number 13 and 14. Again, two questions are there. Ajay starts from point P. So somewhere we put point P. Fine. North. So he is moving towards north. 5 meters and reaches point Q. So this is point Q. He takes right turn and walks for 14. Right turn. This is right turn and 14. 1, 4. And reaches point R. This is point R. Next, he then takes a left turn. When he is moving like this, left turn means towards north, and walks for 2.5 meters. So this is 2.5 meters. And reaches point S. This is point S. He takes another left, walks for 7. This is the left, and he is walking for 7. Now you know this 14, and from here to here 14, 7 means exactly off. Then what happened? And reaches point T. So this is point T. He takes left again and walks for 7.5 meter. Now someone is coming from east to west, left turn 7.5. Now you can understand 2.5 plus 5, this is going to be 7.5. So these two are going to be in the same line. And reaches point U. So this is point U. He takes a left again. Someone has come from north to south. Now he is taking left turn. How much distance? He walks for 3.5. This is 3.5. To reach point V. So V is here. So this is 7.5. This is 7. Now you can see this must be exactly off. Somewhere they are going to make these things balanced. Now we represent the data. We are going to check the questions. How far and in which direction is Ajay from point P? P is the referral point. Now he is here. In which direction? It is east. Perfect east. No doubt about it. Then how far? Now you just calculate. This is 3.5. It is given. Now what is this? In order to understand this, from here to here it is 14. This is 7, means this will be 7. If this is 7, this will be 7. If this is 7, this will be 7. That is deduct. Now 7 plus 3.5, 10.5, that is the answer. So where is the point V, or finally with respect to P, it is 10.5 towards east. That is the answer. 10.5 to east, choice number 4 is the answer. Next question, based on the same data. Had Ajay taken, that means again they are trying to give a new condition which was not discussed in the initial data. right? Had Ajay taken a right turn instead of taking a left turn from point T. So this is point T. Now when he came from S to T, he took a left turn. Instead of left, had he taken right turn, then while everything else in the same, that means he took left turn and it is 7.5. Now it should be like this. This is 7.5. And in what direction would point V? That means where the point V will be there with respect to point P. That is the starting point. Now this is what we need to understand. Now can you calculate where V is going to be there? Now from here he took a left turn and he came to U. Now he is taking a right turn and U will be here. Now from U, what is the direction? He takes a left turn and walks for, after coming here, left turn, then walks for 3.5. So V will be here. Now with respect to P, V will be in which direction? Now come on, tell me. Whenever they are very close, then you need to ask yourself only one question. Is it 100% north? Is it pakka north? Is it matching? The distance, is it matching? That is what you are supposed to see. Now this is P, an imaginary line is like this. Will we touch and come to this particular point? To do that, understand, from QR it is 14, half of it will be 7. Now, half of it is 7, but if you take this straight line from here to here, it must be 7. But he covered only 3.5, half of it. That means it, with respect to P, we cannot be perfect north. He is not in perfect north. What? It is, where is he now? He is between north and east. He is between north and east. This is what you need to observe and you need to take a decision. Here it is a perfect line, but V is here. That means it is not north. Is it east? No. East is here. So it is in between north, east. That is the answer. Is it clear? So be careful and ask only one question. Is it 100% north? Is it not 100% north? Or east, 100% east? Ask that question. Then you get the clarity. Right? Okay, question number 15. Sunita travels 8 kilometers to the south. When she turns to right, when she's coming from north to south, right, and walks for 4 kilometers. Then again she turns to right and moves 8 kilometers. 8, right angle 4. Then what is the shortest distance? So this will be 4 only, because this is the starting point, this is the ending point. Shortest distance will be near the straight line. So you are going to have 4 as the answer. Simple question. Okay? So these are the questions I wanted to discuss with you as part of directions and distances. And thank you very much for participating and join our courses, and then we are going to learn some more questions, and definitely we are going to help you to reach your target, and we are going to help you to get into your dream job. On behalf of ESA Online, I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. See you in the next session. Bye-bye.